There's not much time left, and I can only think of one way to save the Earth now.
I think I know what you have planned, Goku. You don't have to do this!
Goodbye, friends.
Are you in your 20s or 30s and choosing comfort over courage? I wish someone told me to take big risks earlier in life, because playing it safe turns out to be a silent dream killer, paving the way to a depressing life. Are you willing to let fear dictate your future? Or are you ready to take the leap of faith into the life you've always dreamed of? I want you to think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the most iconic bodybuilder, action star, and governor of all time. But before he was an icon, he was just a kid from a small Austrian village with an ambitious dream. Against all odds and advice, Arnold risked everything. He left behind his homeland, his family, and a promising career in Europe to chase the impossible in America, the land of opportunity, but also the land of unknowns. Arnie barely spoke English and knew no one. Critics laughed and mocked him. Agents turned him away, and the roles just didn't come. Hollywood didn't want big muscular men as leading roles like they do today. Plus, Arnold's accent and hard to pronounce last name worked against him. No agent wanted him.
English, mother... Do you speak it?
But did Arnie settle for small supporting roles? No. He wanted to be the leading star, despite all the giant obstacles. The odds, not in his favor. The risk? Enormous. But here's where the story flips. Arnold didn't just succeed, he redefined success. Even becoming famous from lifting weights was an insane notion. Bodybuilding may be a respected sport now, but it was a micro niche back in the 70s. No one took it seriously. But not only did he become Mr. Olympia 7 times, he put bodybuilding on the map. This alone would put Arnie in the Hall of Fame. But did he stop there? No. He took an even bigger risk and gave Hollywood a go. Through many trials and tribulations, eventually he scored iconic roles like Conan the Barbarian and the Terminator, and eventually became the highest paid action star in Hollywood, releasing iconic movie after iconic movie like Predator and Total Recall.
Get your ass to the boss.
After a successful run of producing blockbuster movies, he left it all and took an even bigger risk. He entered the world of politics and became the governor of California. An Austrian farm boy. Who would have guessed? He shattered expectations and absolutely killed it.
Hasta la vista, baby.
He turned his accent, once seen as a barrier, into one of his most beloved trademarks. He kept pushing past his limits, always being a student of life, but also believing in himself when no one else would. He took huge risks again and again throughout his multiple careers. Did he fail and fall on his face? Yeah, of course, that's life. But he kept getting up, which developed his character into the iconic man he is today. So what's your excuse? What's holding you back from taking that leap? Arnold's story isn't just about success, it's about transformation through risk. And there are countless stories like this. Even if things are going well, staying in the comfort zone leads to death of character development, which is something that we've all experienced from time to time. But age wasn't a barrier for Arnie. He didn't buy into limited beliefs by playing it safe. Whether he was an Austrian farm boy in a poor environment or the top of his game in Hollywood, he was willing to play big and risk it all. Time is not a valid excuse because you have time. Trust me. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s, take risks. Go for it. Even if you fail, the character you build in the process and the friends you make along the journey makes it all worthwhile. Jim Carrey's father played it safe by staying in his job, sacrificing his dream. He didn't take big risks. He stayed in his comfort zone. Yet, he ended up losing his job and everything in the process.
So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
Safety is an illusion anyways. How many people do you know who got laid off at a job they hate? Businesses who got shut down because of unforeseen circumstances. So I urge you, don't use this as an excuse not to try something big. You are powerful beyond belief, and you know this deep down. Don't let the negative opinions of others dictate your life. The inescapable truth is that the moment that you were born into this world, you were given a death sentence. You're essentially a living ghost, and there will be a time where you will no longer be breathing on this earth. That much is guaranteed. The best time to start is 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Even if you don't get the results you want, by doing nothing, you're just guaranteeing more of the same anyways. So what do you have to lose, really? Now, of course, taking big risks in and of themselves isn't enough. You need to combine it with A, a compelling, clear vision that you take daily action towards. B, coaching and mentoring to guide you on the path. C, constantly learning and developing skills. Remove your ego out of the equation and learn from people who are more experienced than you, no matter how old you are. Be humble. Combining these three things alongside taking big risks will exponentially increase your chances of success. Like Tony Robbins says, most people underestimate what they can do in a year, but underestimate what they can do in a decade. You do have time, but I urge you to start now. The world waits for no one, and neither should you. Take the risk, be fearless, and rewrite your destiny.
I'm coming at you with everything I've got!
Terence McKenna put it beautifully. Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under. It will lift you up. This is the trick. This is what all these teachers and philosophers who really counted, who really touched the alchemical gold, this is what they understood. This is how magic is done, by hurling yourself into the abyss and discovering it's a featherbed. By the way, if you wish to join our fellowship and become fearlessly wise in a world filled with foolish advice, hit the like and subscribe button. Much love and stay wise. You've got this.